Welcome back to ScIQ. Now, we're right before the midterm elections and boy, lying is in style. So we asked for your nominations of the biggest liars that were running in the upcoming election, the science deniers, the truth twisters, the factually flexible. And here's the results of your votes. In third place, Kevin Stitt, the Republican candidate for governor of Oklahoma. Now, maybe it's because he got hell in high school for having a name that sounds like Kevin's tit. But Kevin opposes regulation requiring that children get immunized before attending school. He's an anti-vaxxer. So as an anti-vaxxer, he's been lying about the vaccine science and he personally did not vaccinate some of his own kids and says he picks and chooses which ones we're going to do. How do you pick and choose which of your kids to vaccinate?
The one who does the most chores, maybe?
Yeah, Sophie cleaned her room so she doesn't get rubella. Like, we have science, Kevin. This is not Sophie's choice.
Whatever happened to a time, the good old days when milk was a nickel and the measles were free?
Yeah, make America great again.
You know, if you had 3 kids, you lose 1. Yeah, okay, savings. Let's go to Disney.
A bit of polio didn't hurt anyone?
No, except those that it hurt.
That it hurt, yeah.
Which were many people, to be fair.
So Kevin's tit, and presumably the rest of his body, is going to be running against Democrat Drew Edmondson, the former Attorney General in Oklahoma. Runner-up for ScIQ's favourite fact denier. Oh, this is a good one. California representative and hefty bag full of expired tapioca, Devon Nunez. Now, he earns his second place for the outstanding fib that the Russians are colluding, not to corrupt our elections, but to fund the environmental movement. He said the Russians are financing the green movement to have Germany shut down all of their nuclear power plants. Now, he probably does have collusion on the mind because Nunez is the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, which is already an oxymoron, and has been working to defend President Trump, citing Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian collusion. Now, fun fact, and this is totally true, if you say Devon Nunez in the mirror 3 times, a Kremlin agent comes to your house and escorts you to the polls.
That's true. I've heard many stories about that happening.
Horror films.
You know, I don't understand how Devon Nunez doesn't believe in climate change. California, my state, California, has had worse wildfires year upon year, and it only gets worse. And he's sitting there in that state on fire, not thinking. You know what he's like? He's like the "this is fine" dog meme, just sitting in a room, California on fire.
State's on fire.
This is fine.
Couldn't be climate change.
No problem.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you're in California, you really don't have any excuses. Like, no. California's hit by droughts, floods, fires. You know, you've got all the climate change here. And
I think that was Obama's fault, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he did. He criticised Obama for causing the droughts.
Yeah.
You know, I personally heard Obama told everyone in California to.
I got my call. Yeah.
Start wasting water.
Yep. Start fires.
Yeah.
He's gone soft. I feel like Obama used to be like, you know, hardcore.
He used to be a real socialist terrorist, and now he's just stopped. Now he's just causing climate change.
Right.
So, not good enough, Obama. The thing that I didn't understand was how does anyone in this administration believe that Trump's hair is real, but the climate science is fake?
Blind faith, baby.
Yeah.
Blind faith.
Now, of course, the clear winner with the most nominations for biggest liar, according to your votes, was Ted Cruz. Hopefully this is the only election he wins. He's running in Texas against progressive silver fox Beto O'Rourke. Now, Cruz does lie a lot. It was really hard for us to narrow down what was the biggest science lie that he had, but probably the biggest one that we found was on climate change. He said, according to satellite data, there has been no significant global warming for the past 18 years. The global warming alarmists don't like these data. They are inconvenient to their narrative, but facts and science matters. Yes, Ted. Yes, it does.
You know, I hate to talk about his personal appearance, but you know what Ted Cruz looks like? You ever have that like weird uncle that you only see every few years at some family reunion, and you don't really know if he's alive or he's dead? Yeah. Ted Cruz looks like he murdered that uncle. He looks like he murdered him and lured him into a candy van that said free ketchup lollipops, because that's the kind of candy Ted Cruz would be giving out, and then he murdered your uncle and wore his skin.
He is known to be likable.
Yeah, Al Franken said, I like Ted Cruz more than most people, and I really hate Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes.
We missed you, Al Franken. The governor of Jerry Brown. Now listen to how the governor of Jerry Brown slipped in a Beto O'Rourke reference. He said, when talking about Cruz, the man betokens such a level of ignorance and direct falsification of the existing science data. It's shocking, and I think the man has rendered himself absolutely unfit to run for office. All class, Jerry Brown. That was
All
nice.
class.
All right, so Texas, we implore you, Cruz is a dork, vote for O'Rourke. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks everyone for watching ScIQ. We'll be back next week talking about the science and the truth behind the biggest stories. Let us know which issues you'd like us to look into, or just say g'day on Twitter. We're at ScIQ_TYT. This is David Alfano. I'm Jade Lovell. Good night.
Hi everyone, I'm Jade Lovell, resident science nerd on the Young Turks Network. You're watching ScIQ and we know you don't want to miss an episode, so please click the subscribe button down below.